welcome back to Breakfast Television. We are talking about making sure kids stay focused. Exams are right around the corner, and they're going to be studying, and there's a lot of homework coming up. And how do they stay away from distractions? My guest is actually an education expert, Sunny Verma. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So good to have you. So we're going to get right to it. Why are kids so distracted today?
I think the first thing we have to think about is that this generation is way, way, way different than every generation that preceded it. Because with the click of a button, they can binge watch their favorite TV show. They can literally see what all their friends are up to pretty much 24/7.
And it's important to catch up and see what everybody's doing.
And, you know, we could creep and stalk our favorite celebrities. So, of course, this generation is distracted. We have these mobile devices that really enable that. But one of the things I want to stress, because we always look at these mobile devices as something that is evil, it's not necessarily evil. It's just simply a tool. And just like any tool, it can either be used for good or bad. And the way I like to think about it is sort of similar to a knife. A knife could be used to cut your vegetables, or it could be used in perhaps a harmful way. So similarly, a cell phone or a smartphone can be used as something that causes extreme distraction, or can be extremely beneficial and help with productivity, effectiveness, and efficiencies at school as well.
And this is why I'm so excited that you're here, because you're actually here to tell people at home, guess what? You can use those to your advantage.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
You're saying use applications. That's your first tip, use applications.
Yeah,
how so?
Absolutely. So, well, take, for example, a typical student, and I actually, this reminds me a little bit of me, so I can relate a lot. Somebody who doesn't like to take notes, and if we do, we crumple them up, we throw them in our backpack, then we kind of have to iron them out, trying to figure out what we can't even read them, right? Calling your friends, trying to borrow their notes. There's now applications. One of them that comes to my mind is called Evernote. It allows you not just to take pictures of your note and store them online, but also share notes with your friends. So you don't just have to use your notes, you get access to everybody else's as well, which, of course, then when you're trying to study for exam, or you perhaps didn't really hear what the teacher said, allows you to actually get that information.
And you said it's Evernote?
Evernote,
I think a lot of students are going to be using that exam time.
Yeah.
Clean your workspace.
Yeah, so the way I like to think about this is that...
But you're talking to teenagers here. That's a little bit hard.
So here's the thing, though. When I think about that, we have to first think about that a clear space equals a clear mind. And every parent and every teenager knows this, that the physical digital distractions like cell phones, etc., remove those off the table. So the tip that I'd give here is, I guess, what I consider completely non-traditional and probably not really spoken about. And that is... all the other homework and assignments and tests that are way in the future that we tend to store on our desk.
Boom.
Because
put it away.
Put it away. Because what that does, you know, first of all, you have your homework for today and your homework for the future. That causes extreme anxiety. You tend to stare at it. It tends to create, I guess, a sense of being paralyzed. You don't know what to start on, where to start, and it's hard to even prioritize it. So just putting the homework on for today on the desk will really help you understand the work that needs to be completed and allow you to actually complete it with ease and without the anxiety of having everything stored on there.
And you work very closely with young adults, and one of the main things that you say, apart from, you know, clear your space, make sure you're focused, you also say to put your thoughts down on paper. So even though you're saying, okay, you know, you might take some notes, it's not so clear, always important to also put what you're thinking down.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the problems with the digital age is that everything is digital. We do math digitally, science digitally, we type all our essays, we don't write them out anymore. Having scrap paper beside you is so important. First and
in case an idea comes up?
Yeah, in case idea comes up, but even beyond it, it allows you to memorize a lot better. When you put pen to paper, magic happens, especially for the memory. In addition to it, it really helps with creative nature of studying. If you don't understand something, you can draw a graph, a diagram, you can draw lines. It doesn't matter.
Whatever makes you remember whatever it is that you need to remember.
That's exactly it. So it helps with comprehension. And lastly, and most importantly, and a lot of parents don't know this, doodling. Doodling really reduces anxiety for kids. But in addition to that, in some studies have even shown that it can increase focus.
So as you're studying, just let them do a little bit of things. You know, we have Elias Macos here who's away sick today. He's always doodling the Expo logo. So maybe that's why he's doing that, the Expo's logo. Background music. Now, for me, this is completely distracting. Last but not least, background music, I can't do that. I can't even clean the house with music because then I get distracted. You're saying it could work to your advantage.
A lot of families say that as well. A lot of parents tell me that, and that's because we think of, well, generationally, we hate the music that our kids listen to, right? But one of the things that we have to remember is that this generation is under a lot more pressure and a lot more anxiety than ever before. And music has now shown in studies to actually reduce anxiety and stress. Now, I'm not talking about the traditional pop music that's out there today.
Maybe classical.
Classical, meditative, yoga types of music can actually put your child at ease, make them feel a lot more comfortable. And I think most importantly, make homework a lot more fun too, because there's a little bit of a beat in the background.
Maybe also, you know, when you go to the spa and you have that little music while you're getting your massage, kind of like a music
That's
like that?
That's exactly it.
Okay.
Right? It puts you more at ease than not having the music there as well.
Oh my goodness, Sunny,
Yeah.
great chat
Awesome.
with you.
Yeah,
Nice
likewise.
meeting you.
It was
Sunny
awesome.
Verma, education expert. Stay tuned to Breakfast Television, guys. So much more coming up. Great tips, Sunny. Thank you.
Yes.